It's been a rather strange couple of days for the Trump administration and one Jeffrey Epstein, and that includes Donald Trump himself getting rather defensive when a reporter asked a question about Epstein. This all started on Sunday, with Axios being the first to report that Trump's Justice Department and FBI concluded that they have no evidence that Epstein kept a client list, that he blackmailed powerful figures, or that he was murdered. What might have made this most amazing is that the FBI director, Kash Patel, and the FBI's deputy director, Dan Bongino, were among the loudest voices in MAGA world who questioned the official version of how Epstein died and called for all files regarding him to be declassified. But not only did the Justice Department and FBI flatly state that there was no client list, that Epstein wasn't involved in blackmailing powerful figures, and that he wasn't murdered, they also stated that no one else would be charged in this case. This story being released on Sunday resulted in the MAGA movement basically erupting in disbelief on Monday, with the outrage mostly directed at Pam Bondi, although Dan Bongino and Kash Patel did receive quite a bit of criticism as well. Generally speaking, Trump received very little criticism on Monday in MAGA world, even though it was his Justice Department and his FBI who came to these conclusions. But while MAGA world was reacting angrily to what happened, Trump himself released a rather strange post Monday afternoon on Truth Social, in which he talked about how great Kash Patel and Dan Bongino are doing, even to the point of linking to a 3-week-old article on the Federalist. The timing of his post on Truth Social was definitely odd, but the fact that he didn't say anything about Pam Bondi and specifically focused on Patel and Bongino kind of gives the impression that Pam Bondi will be the scapegoat if one is needed. If all of that wasn't crazy enough, today Trump had a cabinet meeting and a reporter asked Pam Bondi a question about Epstein. Watch how Trump jumps in with a very strange and you might even say defensive reaction to this question.
Some lingering mysteries. One of the biggest ones is whether he ever worked for an American or foreign intelligence agency. The former labor secretary who was Miami U.S. Attorney Alex Acosta, he allegedly said that he did work for an intelligence agency. So could you resolve whether or not he did? And also, could you say why there was a minute missing from the jailhouse tape on the night of his death?
Yeah, sure.
Could I just interrupt? Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep? That is unbelievable. Do you want to waste the time, and do you feel like answering?
I don't mind answering.
I mean, I can't believe you're asking a question on Epstein at a time like this, where we're having some of the greatest success and also tragedy with what happened in Texas. It just seems like a desecration, but you go ahead.
Sure. First, to back up on that, in February, I did an interview on Fox, and it's been getting a lot of attention because I said, I was asked a question about the client list, and my response was, it's sitting on my desk to be reviewed, meaning the file along with the JFK, MLK files as well. That's what I meant by that. Also, to the tens of thousands of video, they turned out to be child porn downloaded by that disgusting Jeffrey Epstein. Child porn is what they were. Never going to be released, never going to see the light of day. To him being an agent, I have no knowledge about that. We can get back to you on that. And the minute missing from the video, we released the video showing definitively the video was not conclusive, but the evidence prior to it was showing he committed suicide. And what was on that, there was a minute that was off the counter. And what we learned from Bureau of Prisons was every night, they redo that video. It's old, from like 1999. So every night the video is reset and every night should have the same minute missing. So we're looking for that video to release that as well, showing that a minute is missing every night. And that's it on Epstein.
So in MAGA world, the outrage is being directed primarily at Pam Bondi, but sooner or later, they're going to have to ask themselves, why is Trump acting so defensive about this? Why does he seem more anxious than anyone that the Epstein files be closed?